everybody, and welcome back
right here
to our big year-ender. I know we missed a few weeks. I know we've had
quite a few.
Life has changed for Top Rope Reality,
It's true.
but we're still trying to get it done, and we have to get the big year-ender. We can't miss this at all.
I mean, we said that everything was going to change after 160.
We did.
My gosh, we didn't realize that meant that we weren't going to be here very often, but we're here this time.
But we're here so you can see our lovely faces again and show that we aren't gone. We're not dead. We're still around. We're still kicking.
And it is the big year-ender. We just didn't go all out with the Christmas lights and the Christmas ornaments and stuff this time. But, you know.
Things changed, like I said.
Things had to change.
They did. Some things changed, remain the same. But I'm Mike Hogan. If you forgot who I am, Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Carter.
That hasn't changed.
No, it has not. It's still
Carter, yep.
Carter.
And let's kick this big year off. You know, normally you say, good Lord, they're going to be here doing 4 parts here. It'll take forever.
Or not today.
Not today. Like, more changes. We're like WWE. We're going to change. We're going to change.
That's right. We're going to change.
We're going to listen to the fans out there. We're going to change.
We're going to change. Keep doing the same.
Yes.
Like WWE.
Well, we got one show.
It's the big year-ender, so it's all one big show.
If you got what year it is, it's 2018, so...
It's true.
And as we go on in the future, in 2019, we're going to try to bring you at least one show a month.
At least.
I mean, it could be more. You never know how things go.
If there is time, there'll be more than one.
But we'll try at least to get one a month, so you get to see our lovely faces at least once a month, so you won't go into withdrawals, DTs.
Right.
We don't want nobody out there going into DTs, so...
There you go.
Well, let's start off with our Hall of Fame.
We always do this at the big year. One year we did it, I think, twice. I don't know how that happened.
That was weird, wasn't it? I think we did WrestleMania when it was, yeah.
Yeah, we did it randomly.
But now it's supposed to be in the big year-ender, so don't forget the Toppies. The Toppies are coming up.
We're doing the Toppies this year.
The Toppies are coming up soon, folks, so don't freak out.
Well, we have been doing the Hall of Fame since 2014. So it's changed every year.
It has.
But we're keeping it as, even though we said everything changes, we're actually keeping it the same as 2017.
Mm-hmm. Well, we liked the way 17 was.
Yes.
We liked the change of 17.
That's right. 2014 we only had 2. 2015 we had 3 lists.
So the changes, we didn't change. That was the change.
That was the change. So,
but yeah, go ahead and finish. Yeah, yes.
2016 was what you usually would see with, WWE.
Yes.
For the most part, with a female and a manager and tag team and a deceased person and a main eventer.
Yes.
In 2017, it was a female, a manager, tag team, deceased person, a mid-carder, and a main eventer, and that's the way we're going to do it here in 2018.
1-8.
That's right. Exactly. So I'm going to start off with the woman on my list, and that is Molly Holly.
Oh, Molly Holly. That's a good pick. She is Hall of Fame material.
That's true.
And my woman, going into the 2018 class, is sensational Sherri Martel.
Our scary Sherri, our sister Sherri.
She was a great wrestler. She was a great manager.
It's true.
You put her in front of the camera, she did great things.
It's very true. My manager, Holla, is going to be Teddy Long. A general manager and a manager of...
And a referee.
And a referee, too.
Yes.
Yes, he did it all.
He did it all, yes.
He did.
My manager for 2018 is James E. Cornette.
Got to have old James E. in there.
Yes.
My tag team this year is the Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and roll forever, baby.
The Rockers, the Rockers got the inspiration from them. The Hardys got their inspiration. The Young Bucks got the inspiration from them. So they definitely deserve to go there.
Of course. My tag team is the Hardy Boys.
It's like I
but you
said,
think, wait. The Hardy Boys are still wrestling.
Doesn't matter.
Kind of. They're not a tag team anymore.
But here's the thing. It's our Hall of Fame. So we could put active people in there if we want to.
Right.
We do what we want here at Top Rope Rally.
And Matt's pretty much, I don't know if he's active or not.
We still don't know what's going on with Matt.
Together.
But yes, we do what we want here. And speaking of doing what we want, this man, he paved his own way throughout wrestling and made a huge mark in the business, mainly in Japan, by being one of the greatest Americans to ever lace the boots in Japan.
Yes.
And that is my deceased wrestler of Vader. It's Vader time.
And my deceased person is... No laughing matter, folks. Is
not Hugh Morris, no.
No, is not definitely.
Well, he's not deceased, but he's...
Just his career.
Hey-o.
But mine is Bruno Sammartino.
Of course, definitely deserves it.
The longest WWF champion. No, his record will never be broken. Ever. People can't stand it for 6 months.
37 years, yeah. Something like that. Anyway, my mid-carder this year will be the Honky Tonk Man.
Rhythm will lose.
That's right.
Shake, run, and roll.
I figure he deserved...
The greatest intercontinental of all time. Don't steal my lines. I know we've been away for a while.
I figure he deserved to go in, seeing as he had to put in a non-deserving Hall of Fame member for the WWE. Dead. Coco Beware.
Your
What
favorite
the world?
Coco's right up there with your next favorite, soon-to-be Hall of Famer, The Big Show, but...
They are not in the same league.
You're right, because neither one is a headliner. But,
So tired. He don't forget anything.
Hell no. Not when you try to throw me Big Show headliner. Hell no.
It'll happen.
Maybe in here. But not on that.
I mean, I'll put him as a headliner for my stuff.
Maybe you have already.
Oh, we're not to the headliner yet.
My mid-cutter is Double J. Jeff Jarrett.
J-E.
Double F.
J-A.
Double R.
E.
Double T.
Exactly. And my headliner this year is not the Big Show.
No.
But he's almost as tall as him. Ladies and gentlemen, my headliner is Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
So no. No.
Not putting him in his diesel, no.
Yeah. That's a good one. And my headliner for this year, which I'm surprised we haven't put him in already.
Right.
He hung out with Kevin Nash.
He did. Oh, yes. There we go.
Hulk Hogan.
Brother.
Brother. What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan runs wild on the Top Rope Rally Hall of Fame?
Bro.
That hurts a little bit.
Right?
It does.
So that is our 2018 Top Rope Rally Hall of Fame.
All right, it's just getting better and better. I mean, our list of
The
people we
lists are
haven't
getting
already.
great.
Yes.
Getting great.
I'll have to put it on our Facebook page so people can look over the list who's in.
Right.
So they can comment on it. Why is this person in, but this one isn't in? This one's a lot better than this one is. Shut up! It's our Hall of Fame. We put in who we want to put in. When he puts in Coco Beware in 2019, don't be crying, okay? Jeez.
Next year I might start putting referees in too. Nick Patrick for the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm just saying.
I may have to go referees after the managers are washed up.
I'm telling you. They're going to run out of people. They are going to run out of people.
But before we get to the toppies.
The toppies.
Let's go over a few names that we lost this year in 2018.
So it's the big year ender, so the 2018, the whole list of gone but not forgotten.
Yes, and it was a list.
It's quite a list. I didn't realize it was that many.
Well, that's just a short list of the major ones. There's a lot more probably out there. Right. But that's Bruno Sammartino, which we lost this year.
Big Van Vader.
Yes. A very shocking one, Bryan Christopher, the son of Jerry Lawler.
The jury's still out on that situation.
Yeah.
Brickhouse Brown, who passed away, came back to life, passed away again. It's crazy.
That's the first. The Dynamite Kid, which wasn't
just recent.
Yes, a few weeks ago, last week.
And right along with the same, almost pretty much the same family.
Yes.
Is Jim Neidhart.
Which was a shocker.
Yes, that came out of nowhere.
Nikolai Volkov.
Johnny Valiant.
Matt Capitello. People going, Matt Capitello? No, he would have been a big one. He wasn't tough enough. He was on the first tough enough, and he got the brain cancer.
Yes, he got a brain tumor, unfortunately. Got rid of it, and of course they didn't keep using him because the risk.
Yeah.
But he stayed down in OVW and was a trainer and
I
stuff.
seen him at OVW when he first come around wrestling. I figured he was going to be good.
Yes.
And I think he would have been real good.
He had the look. He definitely had the look, and he had the personality and everything. I thought he was going to do real well, but, you know, Mother Nature, things happen, you know. You never can tell what's going to happen, you know.
That's true.
And then manager Paul Jones passed away.
Rockin' Rebel.
Masa Saita.
And Big Bully Busick, he's for me to say.
Right. BBB.
BBB. But that's a list out, man. There's probably a lot more out there, but you know, that's just a few we have on here that are gone but not forgotten.
That's right.
So, well, let's get started with our, excuse me, our toppies here.
2018.
Now we're going to start off with
the Toppy Awards.
The Chant of the Year.
Yes.
And we had the what? The yes.
And then the what?
What? What?
Exactly.
What? But tell everybody out there, what is the winner of the Chant of the Year?
It's one of my favorite days to celebrate.
Is it? I think today is the day, isn't it?
Today is that day, because it is Rusev Day.
And that's a good chant, too.
It is.
I'm glad we had the Toppies on Rusev Day. That's wonderful.
It is. It's the best time to have a Toppy Awards.
It most definitely is, yes.
And our Rookie of the Year, we'll go ahead and knock out two at the same time here. The Knockout of the Year and the Woman slash... the Rookie of the Year and the Woman slash Knockout of the Year.
Right.
Both the same person. Had a great year.
Yeah.
Has caught on very well.
Yes.
And that would be Ronda Rousey. I mean, well deserved. The promo skills are still not really there.
No, they're getting there.
She's trying to get better, but you know, she's definitely entertaining though. So, but yeah, she's caught on very well. So she definitely deserves Rookie of the Year and the Woman of the Year. So
most definitely, yes. What will 2019 hold for Ronda Rousey? You know.
And you know, I'm kind of worried though because she's talking about wanting to start a family. So you know, she can't be wrestling while she's pregnant.
I know that doesn't work out too well.
No, I don't know.
We have the Breakout Star of the Year, and the winner is?
The winner is the lady that we interviewed and got some of the most views.
Yes.
For Top
Before she was the big star she is now.
Before she was, you know, being looked at by WWE. Before she was Impact's Knockout Champion.
She was on Top
She was on
Rope
Top
Reality.
Reality,
Yes. How many people out there in the world can say that?
Not many.
Not many.
Not many. Ladies and gentlemen, the Breakout Star of the Year is Tessa Blanchard. Pretty excited about that.
Who I see coming to WWE for.
Eventually.
So, yeah. Might be 2020. You know.
Right. And the promotion on the rise, and let me tell you, this is the one to watch out for because they're so connected with WWE now.
Yeah, and I got a feeling though next year it may change if some pieces fall together some more. But this year the winner is Evolve.
So what are these pieces?
A piece of Cody, a piece of Young Bucks.
Oh, so you're talking about our award there for Promotion of the Rise?
Yes.
I thought you said something going on with Evolve.
No.
For WWE. Gotcha.
No, not yet.
The funny moment of the year, and ladies and gentlemen, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Was Titus O Neil tripping while he was running to the ring at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Slid right under the ring.
He was safe.
It's true.
A few inches more.
He wouldn't have been safe
dead.
at all. Would have actually
Could have
killed
broke
him.
his neck.
That would have been bad.
Yeah. One could laugh at, but they were laughing when he...
Once they realized he was okay.
Yes.
The tag team of the year, which is, I mean, they've done great things down at NXT. I just hope they don't get ruined on the main roster.
I'm afraid they're going to get ruined.
They probably will be. Is the Undisputed Era, which I've noticed that they keep saying Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era.
There's your breakup there.
They're separating his name and making it him and the other three.
Yeah.
Nobody ever said Ric Flair and the Four. It was the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, I know.
So not a huge fan of the way they're saying it. But.
And you got to pay attention to the way things are said because
Yes.
they say it for it's meant to be said for a
They
reason.
definitely say it for a reason.
Because when they were introducing everybody this past Monday on Raw, when Hunter come out, Cole made a point to mention about being the father of NXT and all this.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, just take it for a grain of salt. You know, they don't just say it to say it, folks.
Right.
It's said for a reason. But yeah, hopefully they don't ruin it. I'm afraid. It wouldn't surprise me if one of them get kicked out in 19.
Right.
And they're back down to 3. And I think I know who would be one kicked out, the one that got kicked in.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And the comeback of the year, which was a huge comeback.
Yeah, figured it was done.
Never
Your
happened
career's over
again.
with. You ain't wrestling. You ain't gonna put on no wrestling boots. You're done. No moves. No nothing. And he's back.
He is back, and he is the WWE champion. And that is Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen.
The Impact Superstar of the Year.
Who's already gone from Impact.
Yes, but he was 2 times champion during the year.
Right. And he did some good stuff there.
Oh yeah, he did. Was Austin Aries.
Yes.
Is the winner of that award.
The feud of the year was down in NXT as Ciampa took on Gargano. And now it looks like we might get a heel DIY.
Hey, where it works.
And I'm not upset about it.
I am not so upset about it at
No.
all.
It's quite a way to bring them back together, you know?
Hey, whatever. Works.
Works for me.
Because if he turns on Johnny again, just using him as a pawn, then it makes Johnny a face, so you're back to having him a face, so
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. So either have him a heel or Johnny as a face.
Yep.
So you work out, and both ways is great for NXT and the fans.
Yeah.
Because am I upset with Johnny as a heel? Hell no, I'm not upset with Johnny as a heel.
It's different, so that's good.
Yes, I'm tired of these baby faces staying baby faces forever. They're not Sting. They're not Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Right.
Change your colors sometimes.
That's right.
We have the I'm Sorry award goes to the match at the Crown Jewel.
This shouldn't have happened.
It was DX versus the Brothers Destruction. It was just like, you could
Apparently it's not
definitely,
good.
a lot of them showing their age, Kane's mask falling off, Hunter getting hurt. I mean, it just was a cluster, you know what, from the get-go.
Right.
So.
The number 2 promotion in the world, that topic goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling. But with that change in 2019,
I'm going to say that may change.
you might change.
A Fool and His Money Soon Part award goes to Austin Aries for not selling and then walking away from the company.
Lost and then just got right up and walked off.
After Johnny
Just moved to him and beat him.
Yeah, and then he just popped up like nothing happened. Now, you don't do that. You go out, you show your opponent respect, and then you can, you
Right.
didn't. That was horse shit in my book.
It was. It was a stupid way of going out.
Yeah.
The Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor. I was trying to make sure I said that right. The ROH Superstar of the Year goes to Cody Rhodes. He's doing big things, but he now officially, of course, has parted from Ring of Honor because apparently All Elite Wrestling is coming with him and Adam Page and the Young Bucks, and it looks like SoCal Uncensored, which is Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, and Christopher Daniels. Looks
And
like
you could probably get Jericho and
true.
people who were upset with WWE and not being used, and people from Impact because they moved to another channel, and so
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely. There's no shortage of wrestlers out there.
no, and company after company after company. I mean, NWA is starting to pick up some steam.
Oh, yeah.
And you got this one with that one, and you got New Japan, you got WWE, and Ring of Honor, Impact, and Evolve, and over the UK, all those.
Yeah. It's a good time to be a wrestler right now.
If you go with the right person, you could do. I mean, there's no way that shouldn't be out on a job.
Right. And ladies and gentlemen, the announcer of the year, which is our favorite announcer,
Oh, it is.
bar none, there's nobody else, is Mauro Ranallo, however you want to say his name.
Mamma Mia!
MR,
Yes.
who just recently had a birthday.
I was very upset when he missed the last takeover. War Game. Was it War Games on before?
And I think it was War Games, and then he missed the tapings
Yes.
following that,
I
too.
was very upset that he missed. Just his voice being in there, the excitement he gets.
Right. The NXT Superstar of the Year could go to nobody else but Velveteen Dream.
Yes. He is over like Rover, and
that's the funny thing. When it first started up, he had the vignettes come on, and he was supposed to be coming. So then his vignettes just disappeared. And then it was a little while where we didn't see nothing, and all of a sudden his vignettes popped back up again. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, what's happening? This guy's not going to get a push. His vignettes just disappeared like that, and then all of a sudden, he just caught on like wildfire.
Yeah, people love the Dream.
The old Dream.
And didn't he win Tough Enough? Oh no, he didn't win Tough Enough, did he? Wow, who won Tough Enough? Who was it?
The Yeti guy.
Oh, yeah.
The big, tall, white dude. I can't remember his name.
Who isn't part of the company anymore, is he?
He is definitely an indie cat.
Okay, indie cat. That was a big
Go
year.
crazy.
Well,
really? But no, he's no longer part of the company. Just like the woman who won Tough Enough is not. But yet Mandy Rose was on it, and so was Sonya Deville, and both of them are on the main roster.
Yeah, the Tough Enough thing has not been great for
if
you're a
win,
winner,
you don't stick around.
Oh.
The only one that did was Johnny Impact. Because he won, him and Matt Capitelli. Yeah,
okay.
him and Matt
Capitelli,
Capitelli.
yeah.
So he stuck around for a long time.
Yeah.
Miz did not win, but he's still there.
He's still there.
Maven won.
Yeah, a little bit like...
he was there for a while, but the losers on that group didn't do anything.
Ryback, he...
Well, the losers were Christopher Nowinski and Josh Matthews. Matthews stuck around for a long time.
As an announcer.
But he still stuck around.
He did, but you look at the people, if you win that thing, it's like a curse.
It is. It literally means nothing.
Don't do that anymore. Stay away from Tough Enough. I lost our space. Okay, there we go. Biggest mistake of the year.
Yes, letting Brock win the Universal title again.
All
Let
the
him
cards,
go to
the
UFC.
cards were there, people.
Give the title to Braun and move on. Like, we don't have to have
Should
Brock.
have been there. That was it.
We don't need Brock.
And he pretty much squashed him. It was a squash. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm. You don't need Brock Lesnar in the WWE. He wants to go to
another
UFC.
black guy for Crown Jewel.
Right. He wants to go to UFC. Let him go to UFC. We don't need him in the company. You've got plenty of big name guys right now. You've got Drew. You got Seth. You've got Braun. You got Dean Ambrose. You've got plenty of people that you could push if you want to do it right. That could be the main eventer, and you don't have to have Brock there.
No. Brock's not that title. You lose your title. You made a title for the Raw. Not there.
It's never there.
No. It's just a crap. They need to. Hey, I don't see how how the good outweighs the bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And then the shock of the year, unfortunately, goes to Roman Reigns stepping away after his leukemia return.
Yeah.
Which I've seen some pictures recently with him being out and about. Does look good. So he's not looking frail and weak or nothing like that. So
they said it'd probably be about a year.
Yeah.
If everything went.
Because he's probably going to do all the chemo and all that kind of good stuff.
That's when he'll.
That's when he'll look. He'll lose muscle mass with it, but. As long as he can get it to go away, you got to give him time to,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not the biggest Roman Reigns fan, and I'll never be the biggest Roman when he comes back. But let's hope he comes back, because that is just.
That's a crappy way to go out. You want to write your own way out of your career.
And what the weird thing about it is, what's really weird in wrestling, as he had to get his leukemia back. To come back to be a humongous face,
right?
Because this will be the only thing that will get
him
over that leukemia. The man getting leukemia, if he fights leukemia again and beats it, and comes back, that gets you over.
That's an awful way to look at it.
It is awful. It's a terrible way to look at it. But you can't. You're in a position you can't boo him.
Right.
He just come back from.
If he shows back up, there's booing. Then
You're
an a-hole at this point. What?
You can't boo him now. He beat leukemia again.
Right. I think when it did happen, Vince definitely saw the writing on the wall. I mean, yes, okay, it's a bad situation, but we could definitely take a bad thing and turn it into a good thing.
Oh, Vince has done that for years.
Right. So
Yes.
he knows, okay, if he comes back, then this dude's going to be the biggest star I've got, like I wanted him.
Yeah, I finally got the biggest star I wanted.
It's a sucky way to have to do it.
Yes. But I hope he returns. I mean, like I said, I'm not a Roman Reigns fan.
Right.
But I hope he returns.
Outstayed their welcome goes along with the biggest mistake of the year is Brock Lesnar as Universal Champion.
Yes.
It is supposed to be your main title.
Since Raw is your A show.
It's never on the show.
Huh. You want to bump those ratings that y'all change? Why would you order your champion to come and defend the title on Raw every once in a while? How about that? That would make some change. Promote that shit about 2 or 3 weeks in advance. If you want to build those ratings, you know?
There you go.
Over the 2 or 3 weeks leading up to it, find your number one contender. Have matches. Hey, that builds up intrigue there. And then, have your champion show up. Make him defend the title on Raw.
There you go.
Have him show up at the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. Okay, yeah, real good, yeah.
Yeah. It don't make any sense.
Because I think this year, maybe 8 times the whole year showed up. Or I should say, defended the title.
Defended the title, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe 8. I think I'm pushing it. Maybe 8.
Probably are. It's probably more like 5.
Probably is. 4 or 5.
Well, the indie show of the year.
Well, you think of all the major ones.
Right.
Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
Right.
That's 4 there, which I think he defended the title on all 4 of those.
And he won it at Greatest Royal Rumble, so that's another, not Greatest Royal Rumble. At
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel,
That's
so that's
5.
another appearance. Was he at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
I have to look back and see.
But that'll probably be 6 right there.
Yeah, because that's when the cage come down.
That's it.
That's 6 title defenses.
That we know of, that we can remember.
6.
Isn't that sad?
That's sad. That's why you can do a 500-some day reign as champion.
Right. The indie show of the year definitely goes to Cody and the Young Bucks with All In.
Oh yeah, that was when it was first announced. It skyrocketed. It was
They did it the right way. They built it up the right way. They did a great job.
Yes.
It was a slow build, and then once it built up big, I mean, it literally in 30 minutes everything sold out. So
and now they know they can go a little bit bigger this year.
Oh yeah.
Or next year, and you're not getting burnt out by it.
Right.
So.
Because I mean, if you do All In like that, that'll be their WrestleMania. But if they do All Elite Wrestling, they can do, they could do regular shows, monthly shows, whatever. But All In should be right there. It was All In because so next year's All In 2, All In 3. Do like House of Hardcore does. You know how they just named their show House of Hardcore and then the number.
Yeah. 63.
So that's what they need to do. But every year, their All In needs to be their WrestleMania.
Yeah. And the NWA.
And build around
NWA
that.
needs to work toward one show.
Mm-hmm.
One big guy. Try to sell one big major show.
Which right now, I mean, they did the whole NWA 70, which is a great way to do it.
Yeah.
70 years of NWA. Okay, so if you want to build off of that, build off the fact that you did that. So every year, okay, you call that NWA 70. Next year, you have NWA 71. 71 years of NWA.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a platform, you have something to build off of right there.
Yeah, that is true.
And then once that one gets built up enough, they're doing these pop-up events now is what they're calling them.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like David Arquette's going to be at the first one. James Storm is trying to get the NWA title from...
Remind me to tell you something about David Arquette later.
Okay. It's from Nick Aldis, and then David Arquette is trying to get a match with that Josephus guy. He kind of acts like Bray Wyatt type thing. So that's going to be interesting. But no, I mean, so if these companies build up right and they do it organically and they they build up to one show every year, and once they build up enough, then they can kind of do what Vince did. Okay, now you've got one major event. Okay, now after a couple of years of doing that, now you have 2 major events. Don't overdo it. That's what TNA's problem was. They went from doing the whole weekly pay-per-view thing, which was okay to do, because it was only like $10 a week or whatever.
Right.
But then you go into doing all of a sudden, we're doing 12 pay-per-views. Boom. What?
We can't compete with WWE. We're doing one. When they do one, we can do one.
We're doing one a month. No, take it slow. Do two a year, okay? Because at least they were established at that point already,
Yeah.
pretty much. So now do 2 a year, okay? And then 3 or 4 years later, do 4 a year. Like, you don't have to do everything all at once.
No.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And then we're going to move to Mondays because Raw's on Monday. We're going to be with Raw. And we're going
That makes sense because we got Hogan. Ugh,
yes, remember didn't Hogan and Eric Bischoff? They beat them in the ratings. We got them beat now.
Could at least do it for 84 weeks, right? Or 83 weeks, I'm sorry.
Well, by the request of the fans who are moving to Thursdays.
The request of the fans. Exactly.
Exactly.
Now we have the Dick Togo Award of the Year, which is always one of our favorites.
Yes. And right now he is a major, major dick to go.
To go.
Yes.
They want him to go because all he ever talks about is saving the planet now, and that is Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Call him Captain
And
Planet.
who would have thought that Daniel Bryan would be a dick?
The biggest babyface the company had is now the biggest heel the company has.
That's true.
All because which he's not really lying on some of the stuff he's talking about.
No. Truth, put a little truth in anything works.
Because the truth hurts.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
That's why the Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy thing works because he's throwing truth in there. People know that Jeff has had trouble with drugs and Jeff has trouble drinking. He's had a DUI this year.
And then you throw in the other truth of where he's saying, okay, well, Joe, you want to talk about me? Well, you're a failure as a wrestler right now.
That's right.
You use the truth and build off of it and elaborate on it, make it bigger than what it is.
Give the people out in the stands some emotion to build toward.
Right. Something to hold on to.
Yes.
You got to have meat and potatoes. You can't have just a salad.
That's right.
You got to have something to stick to you.
The future is now. Who will be in NXT before the end of 19?
It's one of my favorites.
And we give the award to Don Castle.
Hopefully he will leave Ring of Honor.
Hopefully he will. I hope he'll be sitting in the stands when they do the Royal Rumble weekend.
Wouldn't that be nice? The most hated wrestler of the year has to go to Tommaso Ciampa.
A true villain.
Very much so. But
wearing this shirt. You ain't selling my shirt.
That's right. But I think now they're selling a shirt.
Yeah, well they changed it. The one that everybody wanted, they never did sell.
Ah.
Yeah, the one he's wearing a lot now, yeah, that one's been so. But the first one, I was going to buy that shirt, and
they never
put it out.
The most popular wrestler of the year goes to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth is over big time with the crowd.
The pay-per-view of the year.
And see him being Universal Champion on Raw would be great.
Right.
So many people could chase him. Dolph could chase him. Drew could chase him. Ron could chase him, yes.
There's a whole list of people.
Yes.
Lars Sullivan's coming. Never know.
One of the two, yes.
EC3 could chase him, you know.
That's true. Because definitely wherever EC3 shows up, he needs to be in heel.
That's true.
Face EC3 sucks.
Yep. Pay-per-view of the year has to go to NXT War Games 2.
Yeah, that was start to finish, not a dull moment.
Right.
Especially after what Survivor Series was.
It was not good.
No, you don't let SmackDown. I mean, okay.
Technically, they won one, but they weren't supposed to.
I know. What is that shit? You're like, okay, what are we going to do?
Good thing that match wasn't on the main show, and then they messed it up.
And I would like to look back at the ratings now. I wonder if you think they're doing something funny. Like, okay, we're going to make Raw superior here. And really shot yourself in the foot.
Right.
I believe after Survivor Series,
that's when the ratings started going down.
Okay, this is the worst week ever. No, this is the worst week ever. This is so.
Yeah, each week it's gone down further and further.
People love SmackDown. And you
true.
keep treating it like the redheaded stepchild. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
If they were even keel here, you have great top stars. We have great top stars. Oh, you get the main event of pay-per-view. We never get the main event of pay-per-view.
Right.
Until the women did it, but the title never made a main event of a pay-per-view at all this year.
Yeah.
The WWE. What's the name of your fucking company? Excuse my language. What's the name of your company?
True.
WWE. It's not Universal Championship Wrestling.
And that's a Hogan's hangout right there.
So, it's a Hogan thing you got in the big ear ender with a little cussing. Sorry about that. Little blue. But let's go to the match of the year, which was at Evolution. What? The group of Triple H and... No. Same name, different thing. But the match of the year is Becky Lynch versus Charlotte in a last man standing. Which was a good match.
Last person standing, because they got to start being politically correct. They're going to change it.
No,
Eventually.
They will, yeah.
And then the Indie Wrestler of the Year. Yes, Indie Wrestler. When you hear this, you'll be like, what? Indie Wrestler of the Year.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere on the indie scene, yes.
Everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The Indie Wrestler of the Year is Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and roll.
A man who will change with the times.
That's true. Now he's got the black makeup on his face and everything.
He's also Intercontinental Champion.
Yes. He said he'll never go back to doing the list. He said that's over with. That's been done already.
Has been done. Why go back? Do something new. The jackets? No. So always new.
Right.
And the last one, the last toppy of 2018, is the Wrestler of the Year. We looked over a list of people.
Every active wrestler. Every active wrestler.
We weighed the pros. We weighed the cons. We said, he's done this year. He's done this year. She's done this year. She's done that this year. They did that. Well, not they, because of the Wrestlers of the Year, but...
True.
But the Wrestler of the Year in 2018. And it receives this great toppy is, drum roll please.
Yeah. It's the best I can do.
That's a crappy drum roll, but we'll take it. Cody Rhodes, or just Cody, depending on where you're standing at.
Yes.
I think he's done,
He definitely deserves it.
For what he's done in 2018, he deserves to be our Wrestler of the Year.
That's true.
You may agree, you may disagree.
Could disagree.
So,
and we're okay with that.
You know where the comment section is. Down here. I'm pointing down, not to my crotch. It looks like I'm pointing to my crotch. Yes. It's right here. There's a comment section. So
down where? Down here.
Yes. Now let's go over to our way too early. We're not even into 19 yet. At the top of your ear. Toppy. We're doing the way too early WrestleMania 30.
You'll be so off.
6.
I don't know what year we're in.
No, Vince hates numbers.
The 2019 WrestleMania.
So you want to do your list? Or you want me to do it?
I'm going to do my list.
Okay, you want to do yours then.
All right, so we're gonna pick 12 matches. There might be more.
They got 7 hours.
They do. So I've done the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal as usual.
Pre-show or kickoff? Excuse me. Kickoff.
Because it ain't the pre-show. Part of
Please don't put it on the main show.
The Women's Battle Royal, because it can't be Fabulous Moolah.
Kickoff.
If he's okay, if he's healed up, Triple H versus Batista. Not kickoff.
Not kickoff, no. Toward the main event.
Yes. Cruiserweight title match, Fatal 4-Way with Buddy Murphy defending against Leo Rush, Cedric Alexander, and Noam Dar.
No.
Be a good one.
Yes, it would be.
The SmackDown Women's...
Oh, sorry. A kickoff. Yes.
Yes, that's true too.
Yes.
The Women's SmackDown Championship, Asuka defending against Nikki Cross.
Oh. I don't know where Nikki's going yet, but she did show up on SmackDown once, so...
She's already done it once, that's true. And Sanity's there.
That's true. I'll break them up, but it is WWE.
It is the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey defending against Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Oh my God! A triple threat. Wait a minute. Charlotte and Becky's not on.
They're on SmackDown.
Yeah, how they on Raw?
How in the world will it happen? Well, we'll have to find out.
On January 27th at the Royal Rumble.
There you go. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Sanity, the champions, taking on the Usos.
They're in every title match.
Every WrestleMania. That's true. The Raw Tag Team Championships. This probably be pre-show.
They usually do 4.
Whew.
They usually do 4 for the pre-show. First hour, second hour, third hour. You know.
As the Revival, finally the Tag Team Champions, take on the B Team.
No competition.
I'm probably way off on that, but they don't have very many good tag teams anymore.
They don't.
Because they're not building them up.
Nope.
The U.S. Championship, Rusev, if he still has it, taking on Adriana Cien Amos, which will probably win the belt there. The IC title, Dean Ambrose taking on Elias.
Still having the champion. Wow.
Still with the title, Dean Ambrose taking on Elias. who I think would then win the title.
I will
Get
listen.
his first belt.
He needs it.
He does need the title.
He's over like Rover.
He is over like Rover, ladies and gentlemen. And the WWE Championship, Daniel
Which will not
Bryan.
be the main event.
It won't be. It'll probably be like the third match. Daniel Bryan, the new
Daniel Bryan.
defending the championship against The Miz.
Wait a minute now. Daniel Bryan's a heel. How's the Mills a heel?
Maybe he won't be.
That is shocking.
The Universal Championship, which won't be your main event. That's why the WWE title had to be the third match, and then like the sixth match be the Universal title, or right next to the main event.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Right next to it.
And the women's triple threat.
Because Raw is the number one show, so it has to be 1 and 2, yes.
Right. The Universal title, Braun Strowman, the champion, ladies and gentlemen, finally going to happen.
Finally gonna put that,
Taking on the winner of the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre. Who would then get the belt? In my humble opinion.
Hey, that's a prediction. All it's a prediction. You don't know. Injury, fire,
True.
hire, you never know. Mine's gonna be, like Seth, the Women's Battle Royal, Andre's Battle Royal, of course. Hunter and Batista. I like that. I went with that as well.
Absolutely.
I have a
Interpromotional
match, yeah.
I like
AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins.
They're pretty much the same person, so there you go.
Yeah. They teamed up with the Tribute to the Troops, so let's just put them against each other at WrestleMania.
Interesting.
The Cruiserweights, Buddy Murphy, the champion, taking on Noam Dar. Unless somebody pulls up from NXT, but yeah, that's pretty good there. The SmackDown Women's Championship, I liked yours with Asuka and Nikki Cross. That'd be a very good one to watch. And I also liked your Raw's Women match triple threat, which is Ronda, Becky, and Charlotte, yes. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship, I threw a little curve in there. I had Miz and Shane being the champions.
Interesting.
As they defended in a fatal four-way against the Usos, The Bar, and Sanity.
Interesting.
The Raw Tag Team Championships, I had AOP regaining the titles. Ooh, Indy Cat. And they took on a face revival. The United States Championship, I had Almost being the U.S. champion going to WrestleMania, and his opponent will be Mustafa Ali, and he would win the belt and walk out as United States champion.
Nice. I like it.
The heart of SmackDown now,
Yes.
because it was the heart of 205 Live.
The heart and soul of 205 Live.
Yes.
Heart and soul.
The Intercontinental Champion walking to WrestleMania is Elias,
Mm-hmm.
and he would take on in a six-pack challenge Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Dean Ambrose,
Very nice.
the former champ, who lost the belt at Fastlane.
Ooh.
The WWE Champion Daniel Bryan still would hold the belt, and he would take on Rey Mysterio Jr. Give Rey one last run, but not with the belt, just one last run in the main event spot.
Right.
And a Universal title will be Brock, because they love Brock.
They do love Brock.
But his opponent will be Braun, who will win the Royal Rumble. Wait. That can't be right, because he's in a match with Brock at the Royal Rumble. How does he win it and be in a match?
How?
Well, remember number 30, R-Truth spot? I got a feeling that R-Truth won't make number 30. After Braun gets screwed out of the title by Baron Corbin,
Right.
or somebody else, Lord Sullivan, that he works himself back in the Royal Rumble by taking out R-Truth and wins it.
There you go.
And the main event will not be the Universal title. It won't be the WWE title. No, the main event, folks, will be a first for WrestleMania. A first. Folks, a first.
First.
As it will be the Raw Women's title triple threat match as Ronda Rousey takes on Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Either way, the way to look at this, it might be a first, but it's certainly not anything new, because Raw will still be the main event.
Of course.
Gotta have Raw's main event.
Well, they did give SmackDown the main event on that TLC, which was very surprising.
There you go.
But it was the women, not the WWE title, which, like I said, hasn't main event a pay-per-view
Right.
since the brand split.
There you go. Hasn't done it.
So we're all back together again. And you ain't made a room.
There you go.
And before we leave you on this big year ender, we got one more thing to do. We're going to make our predictions on who's going to be champion this time. Get the paperwork, Ron?
I was like, where did it go?
You gotta, underline it, circle it.
Circle it.
Yes.
Mark it down.
Mark it down. We're gonna give our predictions on who we think will be champion this time next year.
This time. December.
And we're gonna go with you. Go ahead and do yours first.
So the Universal Champion will be Seth Rollins.
Ooh, that'd be a good Universal Champion.
WWE Champion Samoa Joe.
Ooh, that'd be a shocker.
The Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch.
Oh man, she's on SmackDown now.
But she won't be. The SmackDown Women's Champion Nikki Cross.
I would like that. I would deal with Nikki Cross being champion.
NXT Champion Velveteen Dream. In the NXT.
Yep, I will see. I don't know if it'll be this time, but he will definitely be.
He's definitely going to be champion.
Yes.
And the NXT Women's Champion Bianca Belair.
And I went with Universal Champion Drew McIntyre. Daniel Bryan still WWE Champion.
Yes.
Charlotte as your Raw Champion. Ronda as your SmackDown Champion. Adam Cole, baby, as your NXT Champion. And Toni Storm as your NXT Women's Champion.
Very nice.
So let's see how we do, how close we are. If any of these people
We'll revisit this next year.
become champion at all during the year, much less at this time next year. Well, thank you for watching the Big Year Ender. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm Justin Carter.
Have a safe holidays and a happy new year. We'll see you around the Royal Rumble in January of 2019.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, one more thing. Before we leave,
Uh-oh.
you may say,
See, how you going to throw that at me and I don't even remember. It's been so long. It's been so long. I don't know what I'm going to say.
just say so long.
So long, farewell.
Yes. Goodbye, 2018.
Good, yes. Please leave. It's
We'll
time for 2019.
We'll see what happens in 2019 with Top Rope Rally and a lot of other things. Yeah, don't forget you got give the people the finger. Exactly.
Give him the finger.
You always give them the finger.